So now we're going to solve problem number 2 on page 133 in your textbook. And here's the problem. Dawn has 5/6 yard of lace. She uses 4/5 of it for a dress and the rest for a jewel box. How much lace does she use for the jewel box? All right, so let's draw this using method 1. So let's see, she's going to use 5/6 of a yard of lace. So here's what you have here. 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6, 6. So she's going to use 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6. She's going to use 5/6 the yard of lace. Then she's going to use 4/5 of that yard of the 5/6. She's going to use 4/5 of this to create the dress, and the rest she'll use for a jewel box. And so what does she use to create the dress? I have to divide it into fifths. 1/5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so she's going to use 4/5 of the 5/6. Here's 1/5 of the 5/6. Let's use a different color here. Here's the 1/5 of the 5/6, 2/5 of the 5/6, 3/5 of the 5/6, and 4/5 of the 5/6. That's the amount right here that she is using to create the dress, and the rest she's going to use for the jewel box. So how much is that? Well, how many boxes, how many units do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 30 units. How many of those units did I use for the dress? 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 20 units. And I'm going to simplify this very easily. I have a 0 here and a 0 here. I can just cross those out. And then that equals 2/3. The zeros will just cross themselves out. So she used 2/3 of the lace for the dress. What did she use for the jewel box? Well, you have to figure, okay, she originally started with 5/6, and she used 2/3 of it for the dress. What we have left will tell us how much she used for the jewel box. So the common denominator is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 2 is 6. And 2 times 2 is 4. 5/6 minus 4/6 equals 1/6. So she used 1/6 for the jewel box. That's what she had left for the book. That's your answer. And that's solving it using method 1. Now, to solve it using method 2, very similar, except for you don't have to draw the diagram here. You are going to have, this is method 2. So you have 4/5 of the 5/6. That's what you're going to use to figure out how much she used for the dress. And, I'm going to cross simplify. I'm going to use these two numbers, the numerator on the right and the denominator on the left. What number can go into 5 and 5? Well, 5 can. 5 divided by 5, that equals 1. 5 divided by 5, that equals 1. This is actually multiple 3. Sorry about that. Multiple 3. Is there a way I can cross simplify with the numerator of the fraction on the left and the numerator of the fraction on the right? Yes. What can be divided into 4 and to 6? Well, 2 can. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So now I have 2 times 1 equals 2. And 1 times 3 equals 3. So again, she used 2/3 of the lace to make the dress. And then how would you solve the second part? How much lace did she use for the jewel box? You're going to do the same thing you had done before. You start with the 5/6 is what she had, and she used 2/3. And what was left in the jewel box? common denominator 6. 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4, and 6 times 1 is 6, 5 times 1 is 5. 5, 6 minus 4, 6 equals 1/6 that she used for the toolbox. And I'm sorry I jumped right to method 3. So let's go back to method 2, where you're not cross-simplifying. If you don't feel comfortable with cross-simplifying, then multiply straight across. 4/5 of 5, 6. 4 times 5 equals 20. 5 times 6 equals 30. And you can just cancel out the zeros. It equals 2/3. And then, of course, you will have to continue on and do 5/6 of the lace minus the 2/3 that she used for the dress. And we all know, after looking at the last two examples, that the answer equals 1/6.